Hey guys, it's the match we've all been waiting for. Roger Federer versus Andújar. It's the big blockbuster match event of the year. Well, maybe not, but it is certainly the match that pretty much everybody in the tennis world is waiting to see, curious to see. Did I say curious? Um, Curious to see how Federer is going to come out today. And I'm certainly wondering, is this a good or a bad move by Federer to play the Geneva Open? What does this mean long term for Federer? Um, is this safe for Federer to play? I mean, Federer usually makes some pretty intelligent decisions. He knows his body pretty well. Obviously, to say he's a veteran is putting it mildly. So Fed usually knows what's best for Fed, but as a big fan of Federer, I am a little concerned today that Roger hasn't played in a long time. Last time he played in Dubai. It didn't go very well. He decided that he needed more time off. He wasn't ready physically, and to come back on clay, just a week or so before, I guess 2 weeks before the French Open. I don't know. I was more hoping as a Federer fan he was going to skip the clay and make a serious run on the grass and try and win a Grand Slam there, because I don't think the point of him playing clay is to win the French Open. I think the point of him playing today is to get back in front of the fans, be it the French Open perhaps one more time. If we get two more times, I think that will be bordering on a miracle. I don't know. I kind of feel like this is Federer's swan song here, and then I'm also worried about him getting injured for Wimbledon, because his match today against Andújar is no walk in the park. Okay, this guy is ranked 75 in the world. They've never played each other. He is 35 years old. So you think, okay, guy's 75 in the world, 35 years old, no problem. Roger's going to roll him. What I looked at, and guys, let me know who you think. Is this good or bad for Federer? Do you think he'll win today? Am I overreacting here? Should we just be happy to see Federer on the court and just know he's making the right decision for himself and just sit back, relax, and enjoy, because we're not going to see that much? Well, the time off has knocked off the vaccination thingy. Perhaps Geneva might work or not, but at least he can check his level. That's true. He can check his level. I just feel like it could be dangerous. I mean, clay is a court where, if you make a wrong move here or there, remember he's been off for a long time because of his knee. Now you're coming on clay where the footing's not, secure, and he's going to have to play a physical match today. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen now, and we're going to take a look at Andújar here playing the king of clay. So you think, again, 75 in the world, 35 years old. Pete, what's the big deal? He's going to roll this dude. This guy's nobody. Obviously compared to the big three, the GOATs, he is, insignificant as far as his, I don't want to call somebody insignificant, but, he hasn't had near the career these GOATs have had. But this is nobody to take lightly, especially on clay. So Rafa, obviously, there in the red. He's playing Andújar here. And what you can see is that this guy is solid off the ground and look at that, backhand winner. So great backhand. So he's strong off the ground. Rafa there drinking his drink, doing all his rituals in front of a supermodel. Anyway, look at that. Nice serve. Good serve and volley. I mean, the guy's got a lot of game. And as I'm watching this, watch the score line too. Okay, so let's just keep watching these points. And Look at Rafa. Man, how awesome was he uh, in Rome? But look at this guy. Look at the nice slide. I mean, he's making Rafa work. Beautiful slide into that forehand. Comes, takes over. Rafa does a little buggy whip lob. But, I mean, again, a great point by this guy. What I'm seeing is this guy's going to put a lot of balls in play and a lot of challenging balls in play. Hits the ball pretty hard off both sides. Serve, Federer's going to have no problem returning the serve, but look at that. Nice serve +1 play there by Andújar. And look at the scoreline. He's up 3-1 right now. Great backhand return. Kind of like a David Ferrer type backhand, looks like to me. He is España, so that lets you know he knows what the heck he's doing on the red stuff. Look at that. I mean, just solid. Looks very, very comfortable out there against Rafa. Look at that. A jump, like all the highlights. Andújar's up 4-2 in this match. All the highlights, look, oh my gosh, are on this guy. We're watching, look at this, dude. This is the first time I've actually watched these highlights. I just found, oh my God, 5-2. So this is who Federer's playing today. He's even more scary than I thought. Look at the game this dude has. Did he end up winning this match? He certainly, you know, I'm sure Nadal did his rope-a-dope act and just like he did against Shapovalov and figured things out. You know, no one figures out a way to win more than Rafa, but we can see this guy fully capable. If he can do this to the King of Clay, which look at that, guys. Look at that backhand. If he's capable of doing this to the King of Clay, taking him 6-2, getting all the highlights, he can certainly do some damage on Federer, who hasn't played in, I mean, how long has Federer not played? I mean, before the match, do we even count the match in Dubai? It was yeah, we saw him, but then he basically went back into hibernation. So there's Nadal giving the fist pump. You know, he's going to make a comeback here. I'm going to predict that Nadal comes back and wins. But this guy is a great player. Look at that. He has the drop shots. He's got the stare down after the drop shot. He's got a great forehand, a great backhand, a great return of serve. A great return of serve. So, yeah, for a guy 75 in the world and 35 years old, this could be a very, very tall order for Federer, who hasn't played, to come back on the red stuff. Federer's a great clay court player as well. I mean, don't underestimate Federer on clay. He's a great clay court player as well, but it's certainly not his favorite surface. And I'm afraid that having to go out there, Federer is also, you know, I mean, he's one of the GOATs for a reason, is he's very competitive. So no matter what he tells himself, like, oh, I'm just going to take it easy and feel my way out on the court and just hit some balls and get back into the game again. I mean, as soon as he faces off with this guy, he's going to want to win, and he's going to have to work to win. He's not just going to be able to, you know, do serve +1 plays all day long and wipe him off the court. He's going to have to work to beat this guy. So I'm going to come away from here and give you guys some fun behind-the-scenes Federer footage of here he is in Geneva, working on his volley. So obviously, it's good to see there's nothing on the knees. Okay, so he's got nothing covering the knees. He looks fit as ever, right? So he looks to be in beautiful Federer shape, where he just always just looks like James Bond on the tennis court. So I think this is why we love to watch Federer, is no one looks smoother, more cool, more in control of what they're doing. So, you know, Fed looks good. Fed looks good. Fed looks fit. We're not really getting to see how he's smiling, he's having fun, he's happy to be back on the court. This makes us all happy. Anytime we can see Roger hitting tennis balls, and it means something that he's warming up for a tournament, this should be good news for us. This should be putting us a smile on our face, and it does. Right now, me watching Federer here, hitting balls, preparing for a tournament, makes me feel that all is right in the tennis world, and he certainly looks fit enough to hopefully play a couple more years. But the fact that he is playing this week, and I would assume going to make a run at the French Open, at least trying to play it, concerns me. It makes me think like Federer is saying, well, gosh, I better play the French Open, because this might be it for me. This might be it for me. So let me know what you guys think here. Going to stop sharing the screen, see all the comments, see what you guys think about Federer playing here. So, hey, mate, I obviously know my tennis. That's a pretty good handle. He obviously knows his tennis. So we're doing a live stream. I obviously know my tennis says, hey, mate, would you be keen on joining our bracket league predictions for upcoming tournaments? Maybe. I'll look into it. Andújar eats clay for breakfast. Okay, so we've got an Andújar fan there. Andújar will win in straight sets, 6-4, 6-4. And obviously he knows his tennis. I would not disagree that this could definitely be upset city today, because I just think it's a really, I think anything could happen. I think Federer could go out there, surprise us all, and say, look, this is why I'm one of the GOATs. You guys think, again, you guys are thinking like you guys would think. I'm thinking like a GOAT thinks. So normal people would think like we're thinking, like, man, this Andújar guy looks tough, and Roger hasn't played in a long time, and what does this mean? Does this mean he might retire soon? Does this mean is he going to be able to play well? Is he going to be rusty? These are all the things that normal people like you and I think. GOATs think like, I'm freaking Roger Federer. Calm down, guys. I am still one of the GOATs. I got this, and I'm going to go out there and smoke this guy off the court. He might do that. Rafa just won in Rome, and when Rafa lost to Rublev and then to Zverev, people started to say, oh my gosh, the end is near. Rafa's losing his clay court dominance. He's getting old. You can see he's getting old. You can see the next geners are catching up. And now what are we thinking? We're thinking, oh, Rafa is by far the favorite going in the French again, because what did he do? He ended up winning Barcelona, and he ended up winning in Rome. And but again, he almost lost to Shapovalov. What if he lost to Shop? If he lost to Shapovalov on clay, everybody be saying that's the end of the king of clay. In fact, I went on the live stream after he barely survived against Shapovalov, and one person said he's no longer the king of clay before I even give him a chance to go win the French Open. So, Rafa showed us all, hey, hold the phone. I've got this. I've got it, guys. Don't worry about me. I am still the king of clay. So maybe Federer is going to do that. No, I'm a huge Federer fan, but it's going to be tough because the Spanish dudes all roll around in clay all day. That's true. I mean, this guy we just watched a lot of points on how comfortable he was playing the king of clay and took it to him in the first set. I'm going to assume that Rafa came back and won that match, but the guy certainly is capable of giving Roger a lot of trouble on the clay. So who do you think wins Women's French Open? I'm picking Pliskova after she just lost 6-0, 6-0. I don't know. That's a tough one. I would have, I don't know who. I haven't researched the women lately on the clay to make a pick. Swiatek, though, just won 0-0. So, and she won last time. Maybe Swiatek. I don't know. I I don't know who I'm picking on the women's French. I'm more just thinking right now about I hate to say it, about the men's season. I am excited about it because Rafa's there back at the top, and Novak says he's feeling good, and Tsitsipas really looks really serious about making a run and wanting to dethrone these guys. And Dominic Thiem's a big question mark, but you can't count him out. And Rublev's been playing strong. Zverev is tough. So I think it's going to be a really, really exciting French Open. I'm picking Rafa to win it, but I think it's a lot, a lot more open than it's been in a while. Federer might be there, which is exciting, and certainly very, very interested to see how Federer goes out there today. Hopefully, he can set Fed fans' minds at ease, where he plays and moves well, and maybe he gives us a little more insight to his thinking, if he's definitely going to play the French, if he's definitely going to play the clay. I don't think he would divulge if he thinks this is his last season, but Roger, I would love to know what you're thinking there too. I certainly I want Roger playing till he's 50. I never want to see the dude retire. Thank you. I just got a big, big, big compliment. I just got a like and a subscribe from a YouTube handle who obviously know my tennis. So definitely go check out the I Obviously Know My Tennis's YouTube channel. I'm obviously going to go check it out after I subscribe here. After I finish, I'll go give you a subscribe as well. Anyway, guys, I just did this real quick because I'm interested in this match, to say the least. I think everybody in tennis is interested in this match. We all debate on who's the GOAT, right? Is it Novak? Is it Rafa? Is it Roger? One thing there's no debate on, if you guys don't know, I'm an online tennis instructor. I do lots of camps all over the place. I always like to ask everybody who's their favorite player. It's like 90% Federer. Like 90% of people say Roger is my favorite player. Everybody loves Roger. He reminds me, he's the closest thing in tennis to Michael Jordan, to where, when Michael Jordan was playing, you didn't care if he was playing the Lakers, the Celtics, the Knicks, the Milwaukee Bucks. It just didn't matter. If Michael Jordan was on the court, you're going to watch. You're going to watch the entire game. And Federer is that guy. Federer is that guy for tennis. Doesn't matter who he's playing. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter the score. You're watching every point. Why? Because you just know it's different. You just know he hits the ball different than anybody you've ever seen. You just know he moves more graceful than anything you've ever seen. You just know there's something special about a Roger Federer tennis match. And you also know that if you turn your eye and you look away, you might miss one of the greatest breathtaking shots you've ever seen, which is what Michael Jordan was capable of and pretty much did every night. So this is the same thing that you get with Federer. And so Federer, for that reason, is most people's favorite, because he's got the stats to back up being the GOAT, right? He still has the most Grand Slams out of anybody. He's tied with Rafa. I think Novak overtook him, though, for weeks at #1, right? But he had that record for a long time. He has, 109 or 110 titles, which is a record. So, he still holds a lot of GOAT records. But people don't view him as the GOAT because of the stats. They view him as the GOAT, and they refuse. I've been on live streams where I said, what if Novak ends up with 24, 25, 26 Grand Slams? People will say, it doesn't matter. Roger's still the GOAT. And that's because of what he just embodies. Everybody loves the class, the elegance, the shot making, the ease of play. We just love Roger. So Enjoy today, no matter what happens. I know there's a lot more important things going on in the world. I know there's a lot more things we should be praying for, but I am praying for a Roger win and a healthy Roger that feels very comfortable with his footing on the court, that doesn't feel any pain in the knee, and feels good enough to make a serious run at Wimbledon. That's what I want. I'm not expecting much for the French. That would basically be a miracle if he played the French and won the French. That's just not going to happen. It's not. I mean, I'd be surprised if he made out of week 1 at the French. But these guys surprise us all the time. That's why they're the GOATs. So yeah, I got to get on with my day. The match should be starting. I think it's 8:45 Eastern time. So, go to your tennis channel, go to your tennis TV, and take care, guys. Hopefully you're having a great day out there.